focus? Sorry, I got a new camera. I don't know if I'm in focus or not. Woo! Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I haven't been on YouTube in a long time, and I'm really sorry about that, but I did have a few friends that discovered my channel, which is kind of embarrassing, but yeah, so shout out to Selena for Googling my name on YouTube, because I know you were not looking up booktube videos and then came across my video, but yeah, so shout out to Selena and Gina for both making fun of me. Anyways, let's go ahead and get started. I decided to do a TBR for the month, but then as I was kind of getting all my books together and deciding on a theme, I saw a lot of people posting ReadORama read-along videos, so I thought I would go ahead and participate in that as my re-entry into booktube and kind of, I don't know, participate in something everyone's participating in. But yeah, so the ReadORama read-along will be happening March 8th to March 14th, and there are a few challenges, and if you want to participate in reading sprints and all of that on Twitter, you can, which kind of makes the whole read-along exciting because there are a lot of the people that are trying to read as much as they can during the week. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and participate in that. There are 7 challenges that you can participate in, and I will leave links to all of the creators down below. But yeah, so let's go ahead and get started. I did actually already decide on a theme for the month, and that was sci-fi, and it just so happens that all of the books that I picked kind of fell into the categories of all the challenges, of the 7 challenges. So I will be participating in all 7 challenges. Hopefully if I get to read everything. I'm more than likely not going to be able to, because one of the challenges is read 7 books in 7 days. So yeah, that's not gonna happen, but it's a challenge for a reason, and I'm gonna try. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. But yeah, let's get started. So the first challenge, like I said, that I'm going to be participating in is the read 7 books. So I have 7 books laid out here, and I tried to pick a variety. So I picked 2 adult fiction sci-fi picks. Did I already say what my theme was? I think I did. I said sci-fi. I'm going to be reading sci-fi. I picked 2 adult fiction books, and then I picked 2 romance books, an adult romance, and then a new adult. New adult's usually mostly romance. And then I picked 2 young adult books as well as a graphic novel. So I think that's a nice mix. The first book that I picked is The Martian by Andy Weir. This book was first published in 2011 and is 369 pages. And this is actually going to be turned into a movie starring Matt Damon. I think it's set to release in November of this year. But this is about an astronaut named Mark Watney, who's the first person to walk on Mars. And there's a dust storm, I think is what it says. There's a dust storm that hits and forces his crew to kind of abandon him there, and they ended up leaving because they think he didn't survive the dust storm when actually he did. And so this is all about his story about Glee trying to overcome the impossible odds of surviving on Mars, and it looks really good. First pick, and this book actually will meet the challenge of read a book with RAMA in the title, so RAMA, R-A-M-A, so there you go. Second challenge. But the second book that I have actually meets 2 of the challenges, and that is read a book by a diverse author, and this is Station 11 by Emily St. John, and Emily St. John Mandel is a Canadian author, and on the back, probably can't see, but on the back there are flowers. So there you go. This book was published in 2014 and is 333 pages. It's an adult fiction dystopian book because it's about a, there's been a pandemic on Earth, and this is the word, there's been a pandemic on Earth, and it's all about this traveling troupe of Shakespearean actors and kind of how they're surviving. It's supposed to be a non-linear story that spans decades, so that sounds really, really interesting because I really like stories that aren't they don't follow like a linear storyline. I just find them a lot more interesting. But yeah, this is my second pick. Yeah. The third book that I plan on reading for the read-along will actually meet my third challenge, fourth challenge, I don't know. It's gonna meet a challenge, and that is to read a book that has been recommended to you, and that is Outlander by Diana Gabaldon. I don't know if you noticed, but I think I've mentioned it several times that I love historical romance, and I've read so much that it's not even healthy. And every time I would finish a book, I always went onto Goodreads and would look at the top right hand corner where it said, if you like this, then you should read this. And this was always recommended to me by Goodreads. And I never read it, and I don't know why. I don't know, just the idea of historical fiction doesn't really interest me. But there is a TV series, an original TV series on Stars that I've been wanting to watch, and their first season it started in October, and I think it's going to start up again April 4th, the second season, and I think that actually is around I think that the second season is about the second book. But yeah, there's 9 books in this series, and they're all big like this. So I'm really excited to read this. I didn't say what this is about. This is a historical romance about a woman named Clara Randall in 1945 who's on her second honeymoon with her husband in the British Isles, and while there she touches a stone which transports her back in time to Scotland in 1743. So I'm excited for this. I love historical romance, like I said, so this looks really big, but this is going to be a really quick read for me. I don't think I said how many pages this was. It's 662 pages, and it was first published in 1981, so excited. The next book that I picked is a new adult dystopian book, and it actually doesn't meet any of the challenges for the read-along, but that is Switch by Janelle Stadler. It was first published in 2013 and is 259 pages. It's about a world, it's a dystopian book where like 60% of the world's population has been wiped out by war, and the main character is a mind reader, and she's working for the government, and her whole job is kind of to keep the rebels at bay and keep them from attacking like the New World later. And of course there's a rebel that sneaks by, that worms by, and yeah, this is supposed to be romance, so I love romance, and it's gonna be perfect. I know it has to be. But this is the first in a quartet. I think it's called the Switch Quartet, so excited for this. I love new adult. And then now on to my young adult picks. So the first young adult book that I picked is Tumble and Fall by Alexandra Coutts, and this will be meeting the challenge of a contemporary pick. It is sci-fi, but it's anyways, let me tell you what it's about. It's about a post-apocalyptic, pre-apocalyptic world. An asteroid is set to hit Earth, and it's all about, not about surviving the asteroid or how to stop the asteroid, but basically it's coming. What would you do if you had a week to live? So yeah, contemporary, maybe, could be, I don't know. But yeah, I'm excited to read this. Even though it hasn't gotten the best reviews on Goodreads, I'm gonna try it anyway, because I really like the cover. And the premise sounds really good. Yeah, I really can't wait to delve into this because I feel like it's gonna be good despite the reviews on Goodreads. It just sounds really good, and the cover is really pretty. Oh, you can't see that. The cover is really pretty. This is 372 pages and was published in 2013. So, yay. Okay, so the second young adult book that I picked is Revived by Kat Patrick, and this will meet the challenge for reading a book with green on it, and this has a ton of green. It's all green. But this is a sci-fi book about a girl who is in a bus crash when she was really young, and she involuntarily becomes part of this government drug experiment, and the drug's called Revived. And so she's now 15 years old, and she's died 5 times and been revived 5 times. Well, she decides that she no longer wants to live this life where they're always moving her around and experimenting on her, and so she decides to escape, but that doesn't isn't as easy as it sounds. So I'm excited for this one. I know Book Rat Misty read it a long time ago, and that's why I picked it up, and she said it was really good, a really great sci-fi. So that's this one. Oh, did I say this was published? This was published in 2012 and is 352 pages. Okay, and then now for the last pick is Saga by Brian K. Vaughan and Fiona Staples. This is a graphic novel which I've been wanting to read for a long time, and it's all over BookTube, but it looks really, really great. It was published in 2012 and is 160 pages. This volume has issues 1 through 6, I believe, and there's 27 issues out right now. It's about two soldiers who are on separate sides of a galactic war, and they fall in love, and it's all about them having to kind of fight to bring in this new life into the world. They're a little baby, but this is an adult graphic novel. There's boobage in here, so definitely for adults, but yeah, I can't wait to read this. Yeah, so that is it for my ReadORama TBR. I'm hoping I can get through at least 5. I don't know. 7 is a really lot to read in a week, but I'm really going to try. I might do updates during the week. No promises though, because yeah, it's a lot to set up your camera and to get ready, and I don't know. We'll see. Maybe as like my reintroduction back into BookTube, I'll put in a little extra effort and try and do some updates during the week of how my reading challenge is going. But I'll definitely be participating in the reading sprints on Twitter and updating my Goodreads. That's definitely a goal this year, is to update my Goodreads as I'm reading, even if I'm not making YouTube videos, to at least update my Goodreads so I can see what I've read, because I tend to go through spurts where I like to read, and I can read a ton of books, and I don't know how. I know like last year in December I read like 16 books like in a matter of 2 weeks, unintentionally, and I just happened to like go through my Kindle and I was like, oh my gosh, that's a lot of reading, and I'm a little shocked. But yeah, so definitely a goal is to update my Twitter, and update my Goodreads account with what I'm reading, and as I'm reading, and then those updates will automatically update on Twitter. So I'll put both my Twitter and Goodreads, so if you want to follow me, you can. But yeah, that's it for today. Thank you for watching this video. I really appreciate it. And let me know if you're participating in ReadORama, because I have been looking those up on YouTube to see what everyone's reading. But yeah, that's it, and I will see you next time. Bye!